You know what that sound means. It is Friday night, and it's time for Living Local After Dark. I'm your host, Charis Gomez, and every Friday night we do What a Week in Pop Culture. And tonight I have a special guest host who is here with me to break down all the pop culture headlines of the week. She is a TV personality. She's a speaker. She's a writer. She's a poet. She's a creative. She's a musician, a multi-talented queen, a Renaissance woman. She is Chardelle Motivational Moore in the flesh.
Wow, that is like the best intro ever. I love it. Woo!
But it's only a 30-minute show, sis, so I couldn't do the whole resume, so I apologize.
I love it.
I apologize. I know I left about 45 bullets.
You are so funny.
You're booked and busy,
Oh
but
my
I'm so
goodness.
happy to have you here.
I'm so excited, and you look amazing.
Thank you,
Beautiful.
sis. You do too. I had to match the
Thank
energy,
you.
so I had
Thank
to make sure
you.
I moisturized today. Had to make sure no ankles were ashy. 'Cause
I
like
love
Chardelle's in the
it.
building.
I love it. I'm
Well,
so excited.
On this good old show every Friday night, Chardelle, we
yes,
talk
ma'am.
about pop culture headlines. But tonight's headlines are a little bit different because I like
Yeah.
to dig a little deeper,
I
when-
love
especially
that.
when I talk with you, because I feel like we can go
Real.
into real into some of these headlines. So let's kick things off, shall we?
It's
All right.
a party.
It's a party. It's going to be a party all night.
I
Well,
love it.
this first headline,
Yes, ma'am.
we talked about a little bit on today's show earlier today, and it's all about Miss Oprah Winfrey.
Yes.
And she said something that I can agree and disagree with. I
Okay.
want to get your thoughts.
Okay.
But she said recently, and it sparked a debate across the internet, that people shouldn't expect work-life balance early in their careers, suggesting it's something that comes after years of hard work and after, sacrifice. While some
Yeah.
praised her comments as a realistic take,
Yeah.
others on building success, others argue that they reflect an outdated mindset that overlooks the importance of protecting your well-being from the start.
Yeah.
And I know you're a well-being queen.
Yes, ma'am.
But today we're discussing whether paying your dues, which we both have in this good old
Yes.
media world,
Woo!
you got to pay your dues, you got to
Yes.
get some coffees.
It's true. It's true.
You got to print some scripts. But does it still mean sacrificing balance? Or if it's time to redefine what success looks like? So Chardelle Moore,
Wow.
multimedia, multi-talented queen that you are,
Yes.
and you've got experience underneath your belt.
Yes.
Tell me from your perspective, how has work-life balance, has it become an unrealistic expectation? Did you expect it at 22 years old? I know you're 23, so you don't have much. Being 23 years old, it's tough for you to comment on being 22.
Yes.
But honestly, in all truth, do you still believe in people paying their dues, or do you think you deserve the right to work-life balance early on?
That's a good question. Queen, keeping it 1,000, you got to pay your dues. You have to pay your dues. We're living in a world right now that people want certain things, they're not willing to put in the work. Okay, let me say that again. People want certain things, but they're not willing to put in the work. But at the same time, we have elevated as a society. Because what happens is, if you focus only on the work, your self-care will take a back burner. So it's all about creating some type of balance. But is balance realistic? It's really hard for that. It's really hard to say if that is true. You know what I'm saying? Because in order to thrive, you're gonna have to make sacrifices. You cannot become a great without the hard work, without the dedication, without the consistency, the sleepless nights. You know what I'm saying? So Oprah, I can completely understand what she's saying, but I also want to encourage young people to take time for their self and have self-care.
Absolutely.
You got to do both, because if not, you're going to go crazy. That's why a lot of times later on, we have so much mental health issues because of that. You know?
I completely agree. And one question I was going to ask you, too, was, does success require sacrifice? And I think we can probably agree that yes. Whatever is good, whatever is worth it, takes hard work and
Yes.
Sacrifice.
Yes.
Because if it's given to you,
You don't really appreciate
you
it.
don't really appreciate it. And I was talking to you about this off air, or even on air, I think, especially in media these days, you're seeing people like, I don't think you've printed some scripts. I don't think
Exactly.
you've brought in some waters and
yeah.
coffees and done the coffee runs and the lunch
Exactly.
runs. and things that people will say, oh, that's beneath me. Pay your dues.
Yeah,
I do
we
feel
did
like
it.
we did it.
We did it.
We did it. And I Ellen talked about this, like she never wanted to be like, well, I did it, so you have to do it. But no, it's about grooming and not necessarily grooming, but really learning and humbling yourself and starting off humble and then working yourself up to where you deserve it.
And you said something really important. You said humility. Humility is so important in this journey of life because you'll have more compassion for yourself and others. Being humbled is a blessing, and everybody's going to be humbled in some way. I don't care how much money you have. I don't care how attractive you are. Life will humble each and every one of us.
Absolutely. Well, I'm going to give you some phrases, generational phrases, and I want you to figure out. I want you to tell me which one has the healthiest perspective. Hear me out. Hear me out. I was raised by a boomer, two boomers.
Yes.
And I am a millennial, but there's a generational divide in workload and work-life balance. Boomers say pay your dues. Millennials say work smarter. Gen Z says protect your peace. So you got A, B, C. Which generation has the healthiest perspective?
My philosophy, can I create my own lane? Okay, all of it together, a balance, right? Because each of them have their own unique power. You got to pay your dues.
Amen.
Right? You have to understand that life is a process. You got to work smart and you have to protect your peace. And that's the era that I feel like we're living in now. Like this whole new realm is all about understanding those three components and working that way. That's what I do right now, because certain things I'm not going to do it. It's not worth my peace. You can take the bag. I'm okay.
I'm fine. I'm fine with it. I'm fine. I figured out how to eat without the bag.
Yes.
I'm still going to eat. How about that?
Yeah, but that's a journey. And everyone is so different. And we're all trying to figure this thing called life out.
Yep.
You know?
Absolutely.
There's not one way.
There's not one way. I love that. I love that how you put that, is that you have to find some balance and harmony in each one all together. Well, you know what? We're going to find some balance and harmony while we pay a few bills, because we're going to go to a commercial break right now. Yes.
The money.
It's all about the money, baby. It's all about the Benjamins. Well, thanks so much for watching this first part of Living Local After Dark. We're going to pay a couple bills, but Chardelle is coming right back after. We're going to talk about an actor who has asked for cleansing after the demonic project.
We're going to get into that one.
We will get into that. You're watching Living Local After Dark. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Living Local After Dark. I am back here with Chardelle Motivational Moore.
I love it.
She's here to spread sunlight, inspiration, and motivation.
Oh, you are so good, Queen.
I love it. I'm trying to match the energy. Well, speaking of energy.
Yes.
This next topic, this came across my timeline, and the first thing I thought of, I'm like, I have to discuss with Chardelle, because I know she has some thoughts. And this is all about protecting your energy, but also then cleansing your energy if you've dibbled and dabbled in some, shall we say, demonic things. So actress Gabourey Sidibe, and you may know her from movies such as Precious.
Very talented.
Very talented actress. Very talented actress. She recently had fans laughing. People were laughing about this, wondering whether she should sage herself. Now, sometimes people laugh about things that are actually serious. Sage herself after filming American Horror Story to keep any spooky energy from following her home. And her lighthearted questions sparked a bigger conversation about spiritual rituals, superstition, and whether working on horror projects can affect people long after the cameras stop rolling. So today we're talking about these practices. Are they simply traditions? Is it something psychologically comforting? Or something a bit more? I can speak on this myself, but I know that you are an energy queen. And we've talked about things on a spiritual level. We've talked about things on a religious level. And some people will argue religious and spiritual are the same. But do you believe that actors leave their characters at work? Or do you think when you dibble and dabble in things that are demonic, that you probably should first think about before you sign on? And secondly, if you sign on because the bag is that phenomenal, should you think about ways to spiritually cleanse? What are your thoughts on this? Is this a laughing matter?
My thoughts. Everything is a vibration. Everything is a frequency. There are certain frequencies that if you are not prepared and that's not on your wavelength, you should not enter it because it will go on you, even if you're acting. Now, there are certain people who might be able to act and just completely, say, oh, this is just a movie. But if you know yourself and it's going to bring energy towards you, don't do it because nothing in this world is worth compromising your soul. It's not worth it because you carry those spirits, you carry that energy. One of my friends, Jay Seiss, great actor, phenomenal, and he told me that when he does certain roles, he has to literally detach himself. He literally has to take time away from himself because that energy goes on him.
Is that method acting?
Yeah, because you're still in that world. So in my opinion, if that is not something that you want to associate yourself with, stay away from it because it will go on you. Right. And you have to know yourself. Certain things, I've been working in this business for a long time. I've been able to do a lot of things. Certain things I'm not going to do because I know the energy that comes with it. And at the end of the day, I must report to God. So God will always be my focal, regardless of what society says, what's popular, what's cool. And that's what I believe. So that's all I'm going to do.
I 145% agree with you, and then people will laugh at me because there's the reason I don't watch scary movies. I don't even watch a Disney scary movie because I know myself. And I remember there was one Stranger Things, the show Stranger Things. My husband loved that show. That was a huge show, and he was watching it in our house. And I started opening windows, and he's like, "What are you doing?" I said, "Well, if you're not going to turn this off, and you pay these bills, and respectfully, man of God, you pay these bills. You can watch the show, I guess, if you want." But in my home, we're going to open up these windows. We're going to start praying these demons out of here.
But you know yourself, right?
I know myself.
You know yourself.
I know myself.
Exactly.
I know the home I want to have for my child. I want to have the peace and serenity. And there's something that I just don't allow in my four walls.
Exactly.
So I think for actors especially, when you're submerging yourself in these roles and this environment, you have to detox. Almost. You have to detox.
Yeah.
So I'd be interested to know how your friend realized that was a necessary step in acting.
Yeah. Well, he told me too that because the energy is so powerful, you'll start to think about certain things. You start to become like, oh my gosh, is something happening to me? Because you're in that world. You know what I'm saying? But that is a huge thing. And once again, you have to know yourself. Certain things I'm just not going to do, because I'm just not I'm too energetically sensitive. That's the word. I'm too energetically sensitive for certain. And some people can, act in it and have a wonderful time. So it just depends on the person and the role and what you want to do.
Well, there's one thing you've said on the show, and me, Ellen, and Karina repeat it all the time, is that your gut is never wrong.
Your gut's never wrong.
Is never
wrong.
And I have been very sensitive to that. And when I feel that, and that's the same thing, I think that comes from living and learning, is that I believe in soul ties. I'm very cautious of who I let in my space, who I let in the four walls of my home, who I let in my ear.
Yeah.
Your ear gates, your eye gates, all of these things are very important to guard and protect. And it sounds like you believe that should be protected even when you're acting.
100%.
Yes.
Even when it's entertainment. Because at the end of the day, it's still energy. And you have to trust your gut and know what works for you ultimately.
You guys heard it here first. Chardelle Moore said, be careful. Gabourey, I know you were laughing about it, but Chardelle said you might want to do a little cleanse, a little prayer, a little holy water sprinkle. I thought about putting a fountain outside my office. I was serious. I'm going to everybody get a little sprinkle as soon as you come in.
No, I feel you. You have to protect your peace.
Yes.
And only you know what that is, you and God, so...
Well, if y'all see people walking out of my office with holy water and anointing oil on the forehead, just know, that's
Queen Charis.
They stopped by Charis's office. Well, Chardelle, stick with me. We still have more time in this amazing show because there's still more things I want to discuss with you. You're watching Living Local After Dark. We'll be right back with more interesting topics. Next one, we're going to talk about Lil Wayne. Apparently doesn't sleep.
Ooh.
Yikes. We'll be right back. Welcome back. It is Friday night on Living Local After Dark. I am back with Chardelle Moore, Motivational Moore, and we've talked everything from demonic cleanses. We've talked about work-life balance, and now we're going to talk about the importance of sleep.
Yes, sleep.
because you are a wellness queen, you're
Yes.
an energy protecting queen, and I think you're going to agree with me on this story. So recently on a podcast,
Yes.
Lil Wayne said that he doesn't sleep ever. Exact quotes. He is crediting his nonstop work ethic and passion for making money. I'm sorry, music. Freudian slip.
Yeah.
His comments have reignited the debate whether extraordinary success requires extreme sacrifice. Going back to what Auntie Oprah said, sacrifice is important, but there's such things as extremes, or if hustle culture has gone exactly too far. So today we're discussing whether relentless ambition is the key to greatness, or if protecting your health and well-being and finding balance is a smarter path. I think the people already know where you stand.
Absolutely.
The people already know where you stand.
You know, health is wealth, but I'm going to keep it 1,000 with you. I need to sleep more. I need to sleep more, right? So even me, as somebody who knows the importance of sleep, I'm not getting enough sleep because it goes back to what we were talking about earlier, especially as a business owner, launching this company from scratch, the ideas that I have in my head. And a lot of times your creativity is really high at night, right? So it's like this natural frequency, but your body needs sleep because lack of sleep creates so many other things. And, you know, Lil Wayne is one of the greatest rappers of all time.
Yes.
You know,
and very smart too.
Oh, absolutely. I'm a Wayne fan all day, every day, right? And Wayne, we need Wayne, right? So that's why it's so important for him to have sleep, you know? But it's also one of those things like about the Oprah thing. It's like very successful people make this sacrifice, you know, when it comes to their greatness. But how much are we willing to sacrifice? That's the thing. It shouldn't be our health. But we're just so conditioned. It's so deep in our society.
Yeah.
It's hard. It's so hard to be a human.
It's hard.
So hard to be a human.
An adult human.
For real. Facts.
It
Facts.
sucks. It sucks. But I want to talk about this more because I think you said something, and I've had the same walk with myself of being self-aware. Like, I'm not sleeping enough.
Exactly.
And I got myself an Aura ring, and I became one of the Aura girlies.
Got
and
you.
She will tell me you're 1.5 hours in sleep debt, or you're 3 hours in
How
sleep
does it
debt.
work exactly?
So there's a whole app attached to it. It monitors.
Okay.
It monitors everything. You see this little sensor here. I wear it 24/7. I charge it maybe 30 minutes a day. And it follows my heart rhythms. It follows my blood pressure, my breathing, everything. And it shows, it knows when I'm going to sleep. It'll show me the latency, how long it takes me to fall asleep. And then I have a whole chart of, you know, this is how much sleep you should be getting. Here's your circadian method. This is not an ad, by the way. That Aura has not paid me $1, but they can. And I paid them many dollars because it's expensive. But it has helped me to stay self-aware of how much sleep I'm getting per night.
Got you.
And right now I'm getting an average of 6 hours and 18 minutes. But when I sleep with my daughter, oddly enough, because I've switched to co-sleeping.
What's co-sleeping?
So that's her and I and her dad sleeping in the same bed.
Oh.
She's 3 years old, and she sleeps in her big girl bed in her own room. And I've developed an independent queen. But I do think there's something very intimate about sleeping with your child, especially pregnant. She likes to be very close to the bump, and I'm giving off some pheromones or something that she's like, I got to get some more of that. It's very beautiful. But when I've been sleeping with her now, I sleep 8 to 9 hours.
Wow.
Because I'm going to sleep the same time a baby goes to sleep at 8:30.
Yeah.
Whatever, you know, and I'm just like, you know, to hell with the chores and they'll get done. And I'll wake up at 7 a.m. the next morning.
So energized when you wake up, right? I bet you.
Crazy.
Yeah, like your skin's glowing, you feel good, vibes flowing. Yep, that sleep is magic.
It's magic.
Sleep is magic.
So everybody who says sleep when the baby sleep, I'm like, that's so crazy. Do it.
Wow.
Do it.
You heard her first.
Do it. If you got a little one at home, just try to sleep when they sleep. But all jokes aside, I think sleep is so important, and I know a night and day difference with myself.
Me too.
When I've slept,
100%. You're a different person.
A totally different person.
100%.
So I'm assuming you don't agree with the "I can sleep when I die" mantra.
Not at all. Not at all. Even though that's popular in our society, it's not good for us. You know, and that's another reason why we have so many issues, because the body is the number one thing. You know, we're working backwards.
Yes.
Right? But not understanding what truly comes first is the temple.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
It's the spirituality. It's the mind, body, soul, spirit.
Absolutely.
But, you know.
Well, I have to ask you this one question is, do you think hustle culture has made rest adjacent to or parallel with laziness? Because that's one thing too. I've seen discussed online. If you were raised in a rest positive home, or if you were raised in one of those homes where if you were sitting down doing nothing or resting, it was perceived as laziness. So you almost have to reprogram yourself.
You really do.
Can you help the audience if they perceive sleeping, naps, resting as laziness? How do you reprogram yourself?
Well, the thing is, going back to what I was saying, our health is our biggest investment. You can have all the money in the world, you can have all the success in the world, but if you don't have health, you have nothing. So we need to have a shift in our society, understanding the importance of taking care of ourselves, mind, body, soul, and spirit. Because this is what's going to happen, Charis. When you hustle, eventually your body is going to fall. It's impossible. There's a reason why professional athletes, you can only do it for a time. Eventually, you're going to have to just chill, right? So please, kings and queens, get your rest.
Yes, and the body will shut down on you.
The body will shut down.
That's happened. Where you can get deathly ill. I've had flu symptoms from being completely sleep deprived.
Yep.
Well, you know what? I'm wide awake when anytime there is any mention of Chardelle Moore. Please tell us how we can get more with more. And I hear you're going to be out and about this weekend.
Yes.
Tell us more.
I'll be performing and hosting at the Poet Life Festival in Washington, D.C. So follow my social media with all the information. Always bringing you good vibes. Check out my debut album, Inward Awakening, on all streaming platforms. And once again, it was a pleasure. Good conversation. We talked about some real stuff.
We went from demons to Oprah.
Yes. And you really shine in this type of content. You really do. Giving you your props, giving you your flowers now.
I'll take them. It's taken a lot just to be able to receive them and feel worthy of them. But that's a whole nother show. That's for the next show.
Yeah.
That's for the next show.
And last thing I want to say, the glow, amazing. And I think the reason why it's so beautiful, it's coming from within. As soon as I saw you, I literally got emotional because the lights. You see, when a queen walks in her light, it takes so much courage to get there. People have no idea.
It's a lot of work.
People have no idea. So the fact that you are shining, you're owning your power, God is the greatest. Thank you. We receive this.
I receive it in
Jesus'
name.
Jesus'
Amen.
name.
Thank you so much,
Thank
Chardelle.
you.
I'm going to make it through the show without crying, so we got to go to commercial break right now. Thank you so much. You guys can see how to follow Chardelle on the screen. Enjoy your Friday night. Stay safe. Drink your water and mind your business, everybody.
I love it.
See you next week.